What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today we're going to be looking at this little $15 game that our friend Josh played, Magic Glory, and he took 6th place out of 400 players. So let's get started.
I play online on Sundays sometimes.
All right.
You have to pay taxes on site.
What do you guys like to do here?
Or you have to pay. So poker taxes depend on where you live.
Fold.
I think it's a call, but I fold also a lot of these hands.
All right.
Like gambling income is treated the same.
I think it's also a fold
You pay state
because we're
income tax on-
multi-way.
I mean, look, I'm
But
not
you
even-
complete. Okay, we get a good
My
beginning.
accountant is
Yeah,
a
you're deep stacked. It's okay. It's a call.
guy named Ray Conlon,
Is it
who's excellent.
multi-way?
I recommend you talk to either.
Yeah, when you flop to pair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gets your bank account, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, it says
ace X off. It's
is denial. So this
So
is
so.
an interesting thought process, right? I don't think any major poker site is rigged because there's not any reason to think that they are. And there's no proof.
All
that
right,
they
I
are.
had to
No
plug
one
this
has
in.
any- Very different from
let's
the
see.
ultimate bet thing, where there was like
Oh, JL is on
definitive
fire
proof that
today.
people cheated, right? Just based on like statistical analysis. Everybody was winning in this region, then there's one person hitting like all the money, right? It just doesn't work, right? But that doesn't happen on these sites.
Alright.
People do pay attention to this stuff. Now, I will say that there should probably be some regulating authority that does pay attention to this stuff, which you can actually count on for sites like PokerStars, but not the unlicensed and
So
regulated
it's
legal sites.
hijack and
That said,
button,
I completely
100 bigs
agree
deep.
that I, Jonathan,
I would normally check 100% here because I assume that
they won't let me.
hijack has a lot of aces in his range, so he wants to bet most of the time.
Came out and banned me for saying that I thought
Okay, so the call is fine. It is a call.
10 or 20 other people said they banned them for roughly the same thing.
So under the country open, button call, big blind strategy.
But
That's fine.
anyway, yeah, I have no idea if these sites are rigged. They certainly could
Okay,
be.
so it goes check, check.
Now,
That's
that said, I
unfortunate.
still play.
You went for
I
the
play on there, and I
small bet.
play and I profit and I don't think they're rigged.
Middle position will check some aces, right?
Anything could be. Like it's important to realize.
It's
Maybe.
multi-way, yeah, so he
but,
should be
uh,
more honest.
Actually have no inside information.
I don't think he
You're not-
checks many aces, honestly.
It's almost like you can't.
No, I don't think so.
So you went for a small bet. Why is that?
Be pretty sure. You can be willing to risk your heart.
Just put money in the pot, but could bet big here also, I think.
Okay, I think
That's the tough thing.
the way I construct my range, I would lean towards a bigger size.
More is better for us, so that's the reason I bet.
Well, I mean, there's not, we block top two and it's a pretty dry flop. It's gonna be hard to get paid with a large bet.
Should you go for-
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
If
You're
you
gonna
have a lot of
and-
aces, as you said, Louis, yeah, that's a problem here.
I mean, range, you might wanna bet large with your bluffs, but I think exploitatively, small bet's probably good.
Okay, well, he seems to like his hand. Yeah, is it a click back or a call? What do you guys do here? I'm always clicking back. I think I also like the size. Because it's like just you're throwing the ball back at him, so.
Getting a decision, he's on a decision now. Isn't it?
Yeah.
If he has ace X, he probably calls. And if
Yeah.
he has better, then then I'm screwed.
Yeah, this deep, I like call, raising, for shorter, maybe it would be more of a call. This is a fold. Okay, then we're gonna open. We see a pretty good flop. Check, I would bet big here if I was you.
I think I bet big here.
Nope.
No,
you
no,
don't.
small.
This guy
Good
is happy.
I don't think is there a lot of, there's not a lot of big bets multi-way though, right? Like,
That's right, but this is the type of hand that is gonna like want to get value. If another card come, it's kind of a one and done. We need protection and we need value. and
I agree with that.
Can call raises. So I prefer a big bet, but
it might be good.
we raise it back again. Oh, he stuffs it here. Are we in trouble? Maybe.
Oh, we block draws. He could just have ace nine, king nine. He could
Well, he
have two
could show us
pair.
5-6. He could show us, 8, 7, 9.
Yeah,
Obviously,
a lot of two
obviously
pairs.
he's got straights and sets, but you know,
I'm not folding here though.
he blocked the nut straight, so.
I like the play.
That's
5,
6-4.
6. Yeah, we hit the turn. Whew. Yeah,
That
because,
is one of the flips you have to win, huh?
Yeah,
okay, so what is it? Button cutoff, hijack, low jack. Versus button. Let's see.
6-5's in his range.
Something similar. Low jack.
Just probably.
Maybe not. I mean, 7-6 is, maybe not 6-5. 4-3 isn't.
Oops, not the good one. This is where I wanna go. Only 9, 8, 7, rainbow. Alright, so on the flop,
It's a pretty good flop for the big blind. That's maybe a reason to bet big also. Indeed.
look at this.
Oh, we check.
It's actually a spot where we're gonna check a lot.
Yeah, it's a good flop for the big blind. So that was my worry, actually.
Which button's raised? He shouldn't even have his hand, I don't think. It's close if he does. I don't think 4-3's in there. I'm not even sure about 6-5. I think 7-6 is.
Oh, yeah, it's well in here.
Is it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we should check her, seems. And then is it check raising or is it check?
I think two ranges that hit this board better than me. So I should check indeed.
It's mostly checking and check calling. Sometimes it check raises,
Pretty big.
looks like it's all in, is it?
Yeah.
So say we check, our opponent is gonna bet, say 30, no. And if he bets 80, no. Then,
Yeah, the flow is to play cautiously here.
okay, yeah, so we should check her.
Okay.
So say we check, our opponent bets small, we have some raises with the tens. Our opponent goes all in, we're always calling here with tens.
Yeah, we
I have a
can't-
feeling he would bet large on the flop. That player. But it's not gonna change anything.
5, 6, he should definitely use the 80% sizing.
And if he goes large, do we just jam? I guess not. We're too deep, right?
No, we're just mostly calling.
Yeah,
Mostly
once he
calling,
goes
but
large,
sometimes closing still. Yeah, tens is almost our best hand here.
Yeah, and we block bluffs pretty heavily.
Yeah, but also the nuts. Jack 10.
Yeah. Yeah, which just makes it nice to call.
Alright, so we hit the turn and we're happy. Big, blind,
You have to get lucky to win.
not necessarily.
Yeah, I do.
you got lucky that that guy called pre-flop. That's how you got lucky.
Oh yeah,
He should be.
It's a
calling.
reasonable hand to call,
That's the thing.
He should be.
Yeah,
It's starting to mix, but yeah, it's a good call.
yeah, you can 3-bet even that hand, so that's the reason that you mix. I think, but I don't know for sure.
what do you guys like to do here?
I'm calling.
Are you-
Yeah, I cycle maybe.
Is this the I know some of the queens we 3-bet, but I know when we're deep stack, we bet them a little less often.
I don't think we use the offsuit, the low offshoots.
Not a lot.
And here where it gets cut off,
Queen 8.
mixing folds.
Did I fold?
Yeah, so we could fold here. And this is against 2.3x and we're facing 2.5, so this is more of a fold. So,
Yeah.
and whenever like you're at the bottom of your range, so you're never gonna play it as well as a solver. So I lean towards folding here. Nice. one.
Sometimes I think I'm a nit, but
I don't like this play though.
Yeah, you can't fold here. Let's just call. This one might even three bet some versus under the gun.
I don't
You
think. we
block the
can-
ace.
Say we are 60 big blinds deep. We are playing against button cuff, hijack, low jack, under the gun one, under the gun.
It
under the
mixes
gun,
the suited aces, I think,
under the
7,
gun,
6,
under
5.
the
Under the
gun.
gun.
Okay, so what is the range looking like here? So it's gonna be against under the gun one.
That's not the right range. That range is fucking whacked.
So we are from
Is
the,
that a poker term?
It's a fucked up one.
so we have A7s. Oh, I guess you're right, Ken. I guess you're right. We should have some three bets here against, under the gun. So we can either call or three bet here.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Well, the seven's gonna fall below his range, so you're not gonna block the bottom of his folds there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. We're
It's a safe
attacking-
three bet.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess, like he's gonna open
That
like,
position is king 10 off. I mean, maybe ace 10 off.
he
So
opened suited eights, so we're gonna use some suited sevens to attack the bottom of his range.
yeah, but also ace 10 off. So we don't want to bet tens, more nines and eights and sevens.
Is this a spot I wanna bet here? Pretty good guess.
I think on a jack high and a backdoor draw, I think you can bet.
We're versus button here, our big blind, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I just see bet.
I bet big.
It's a range
here.
bet.
Okay. You guys
That
think-
board's gonna get check raised a lot though here.
I
right?
bet big.
I think he just bet small. Earlier positions starts using, mixing in bigger sizes. I think button and cutoff generally like the smaller size.
That could be, but
I think
a
hijack,
small bet.
I think hijack and like low jack polarize more.
but the jack.
How
hits
often
out
do we
really
bet small?
good,
How many
and
percent?
it is
What
the
do you
draw
think,
heavy
guys?
board, so
Because,
I-
because the earlier positions are much more condensed and they have more top of the range. They're not as
Yeah,
wide.
but it's a draw heavy board. Huh?
Yeah, but cutoff's still pretty wide. I'm not sure, like these spots are some, I'm more working on these a lot. I just think that generally speaking, we do use larger sizes from a bit earlier.
I guess
positions.
80% small bet.
Yeah, I don't think this is a bet large board.
What do you think? What's your guess? Do we bet or do we check with this type of hand?
I think we're range betting small,
I think we're gonna
Range
bet
bet is
small.
small.
because the 6, 7, 6 is part, hits our range too.
What's the high card? Jack?
Jack.
It's close. I think,
We have hearts.
it's probably a
here.
range bet.
Look at this, ace ten of hearts. Checks 100%.
600%. Not what I would think indeed.
So this is a check. It's not a big spot.
Look at it from like, low jack.
What do you mean, low jack?
Low jack versus button on the same flop, big blind, I mean, I think we start polarizing more.
Low jack versus big blind. 3 bit down. Yeah.
Low jack and hijack, I think polarize these flops more.
Hey, I jumped in late. We're going over a early position tournament. Is that right?
It's my tournament here in
We,
history.
we might need 2 key cards. We might need like 2 broadways, like Jack 10 or 10-9, or maybe even like Jack 9, Queen Jack, stuff like that. We might need to polarize.
Yeah, small big betting.
Yeah, more big bets, but this is like we are shorter. This sim we are 60 big blinds deep, and the hand that checks the most is still ace ten of hearts.
Right.
I think we should lean towards checking here,
Yep, true.
but you take it down, sure.
Take it down by mistake.
So that's the rule is unless of course it works, then do it. You follow the unless of course it works, then do it.
that you will see this tournament a lot.
I think
Guys
queen
call
jack.
here or you guys fold?
I'm calling 100%.
Yeah, that's a call. I think.
You guys sure?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty sure.
9-7's calling.
9-7 is calling.
Nah.
Right.
Suited connectors are all calling
So
4-3 even. I think.
if he didn't bet large, I'd go for the check raise. I'd just fold now.
Yeah, fold.
I mean,
I
that's
don't
not,
think this is a check raise board if you bet small.
his flop isn't a thing. Sure, why not?
Some of the times
We're just
against
folding.
paired board, you do some check raising.
I
But,
fucking check raise them all just about. I don't give a fuck. If I
Yeah,
got
you need
any kind of backdoor anything, I check raise.
That's the way you play, Cap. Huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I check raise.
Well, if I have any
Same
kind of
thing.
That's what
backdoor
you
equity,
say.
That's the
Any
name
kind
of Cap's
say.
third book.
any kind of
I'm from
backdoor equity,
Cap
because
school.
it works so well. They fold, they overfold so much. It's really good. And you can just give up if they stick around. It doesn't, and you don't improve.
So I actually, I
With
think
this,
I
with
agree
this
with
thing,
that. I
I'm
mean,
from Ken's Academy.
I do find that these
But then
paired
fold,
boards,
okay.
when they're disconnected like that, are really good check raising.
But when he bets big, you just can't fuck around like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
disconnected. I don't like check raising. If they are connected, I like check raising.
I mean, what I'm looking for is a lack of range connectivity by the villain. And I mean, and I could be wrong. I mean, I'm
You have a
curious.
back-
backdoor
raising.
flush draw need. Yeah, I have a backdoor, so yeah.
No, I'm talking about like if the board is not generally connected so that he's gonna miss it quite a bit. Because again, I mean, like, he's gotta hit, he can
So
only hit
we're-
2 cards instead of 3, and that makes a huge difference.
Or even raising versus the big bet. Like I wouldn't do it here, but versus the small blade, it's a slam dunk for me. Like I'm just folding here and we're still raising.
Missed one.
Against the small bet, it would be mostly a raise. Against the big bet, it's mostly a fold, but we can get out of line sometimes. It's not too crazy.
Yeah, if you have the high card spade, then
He's not betting at 10 like that. He shouldn't be anyway. He's got like ace, king, ace, queen, whatever. He's got a high cards. He wants folds.
This is a.
I don't like
terrible
this size
setup.
up.
Terrible, Josh. What are you doing here?
Yeah, we see bet small on paired flops. And this is a,
oh, that's true. Yeah,
was this
Josh,
a limp pot? No, this was, what would you do? Raise call?
I was a
right?
raise pot.
have you
Correct.
not seen enough pair board reports?
I've seen a lot of those.
Why are you betting big?
We always
I
bet
don't know.
small. Almost always. There's very rare, very few large bets. Very, very, very.
Look,
few.
Josh. This is your own reports. You made this. Okay? What does it say here?
Oh, wait, there's a sliver
see a
with
sliver.
10.
Have any big bets here?
There's slivers.
It's slivers.
The scenario is different, but as we.
Yeah, but that's button versus big blind. That's different.
It's different, but we never use big size on pair board.
I
Yes,
know.
you know that. You're doing like Ken here. You know
I
it's
know.
the best play, you turn around and
Why are you dragging me into this?
that's no good. Because I can.
This is Josh's day to get roasted, not mine.
No big bets here. Oh
But
my
see you.
goodness. Oh my goodness, Josh.
Now you check.
Yeah, I guess we check.
Of course not. He called a big bet. If he has a king, I hang him.
Yeah, well, you're gonna check a lot after you bet large on the flop, and now you just got the nuts.
Well, you don't block kings and after he calls the big bet, we're like so screwed.
Yeah, I don't understand the check here. Someone explain what's the logic of a check here?
Whenever you have a full house like this and like everything is blocked, you lean towards checking and then you're trying to check raise all in by the river.
Our only bluffs now really are spades, I think. Like, we don't have a lot of bluffs on that flop when we bet large, right? So I
It's 10-8, so we can have a lot of
bluffing probably backdoor combo draws somehow. There's a
a lot of draws available.
10. I don't even know, like, our bluffs are on the flop, like, they're gonna be backdoor spades and
backdoor diamonds,
I guess maybe ace 8.
clubs. Queen jack.
Did we opened?
Under
opened and
pairs, we're
called, right?
probably gonna see bet under pairs a lot. That's kind of a bluff. I mean, I don't know. We don't have a lot of bluffs. on this.
Yeah, but if you don't bet big on this board, then we are out of control already. I mean, the solver is
I mean, so like the flop went bet call or check bet call.
Bet
bet
big.
call.
Oh,
See,
I
we
mean,
still get
doesn't that imply you're not blocking kings? And while you said you don't have a lot of bluffs, you just named a few. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, but like on the turn, we could still get all the chips in on the river if we want, and I think we wanna let him bluff.
If it goes check on the turn, I don't get all the money.
It's 2x, it's a 2x jam, yeah.
Yeah, but he don't call if he doesn't have a king.
No, it's good. I like the way you played it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
There are
I
plenty
really
of
don't
draws
like this
available,
bet.
so that's the reason I bet.
but the rest, like betting here, off pot,
So what I noticed on paired flops out of position anyway, like when we check raise paired boards and we make the nuts is when we check. This is a different motion altogether because we raise pre-flop and c-bet flop, so it could be completely different. But like if we were big blind and check raise here, make the nuts on the turn, we usually slow down. I think.
Yeah.
We keep betting like all our trips, all our bluffs, but we most often check the nuts.
Yeah, but I like also the exploit to value bet if you have a good hand. Huh?
anyhow, I like the river jam. That's what I like about the hand.
Bet small yachts on paired boards. That's the lesson.
Of course, you already knew that.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I can't help myself.
You know, it's important to apply what you learn, right?
Yeah,
It comes
especially
in with crack highs,
flop
so
and
it's
pre-flop.
I would always call here.
I don't hate fold. I mean, that's borderline. Sixes is gonna call, but it's whatever.
What do you mean? 40 big blinds effective. We are under the gun. One facing under the gun.
Seems pretty okay to just fold.
Makes sense.
It's
Fold 50.
close.
Good fold.
Yeah, it's the one
This
position
guy has
further.
been
Yeah, so
jamming the last 5 hands in a row, right?
yeah, he was jamming a lot. There.
Ooh,
Oh, we hit the 9-7.
Yeah,
Never mind. I thought we were big blind.
I like
Fold.
folding here.
I'm calling that. Wait, queen
Okay, what?
9. No, I would call queen 9.
Under big blinds deep multi-way, it feels bad to call.
Honestly,
fine.
I don't think I would call queen nine multi-way either, not offsuit.
no.
Yeah,
Queen
I
10 I
agree.
would call offsuit, but that's it.
I can make a
King
straight, I'm in
red.
there.
King 7 offsuit.
I'm folding king 7.
Two way, yeah.
I can make a straight with queen 9. I'm in.
King 8.
Folding king seven.
Okay, so button cut off hijack. Hijack, low jack and big blinds. So we are 100 big blinds. We are from the big.
I mean, I'll
blind.
splash with queen 8 sometimes. Queen 9, I'm definitely calling.
Look at this, queen 9, pure fold. So under the gun one open, under the gun 2 calls, big blind strategy.
Yeah, it's not
It's not under the
exactly
gun.
that.
It's button cut. It's hijack and low jack.
Okay, so we can make it a one seat further, under the gun 2 open, under the gun 3 calls. Big blind strategy, still folding the queen 9.
Against two players, you're a lot dominated. That's the
Look
problem.
at king 7, king 8, king 9, folding.
All those
Suited
hands dominated.
offsuit aces, huge reverse implied odds, or we should fold them.
Jeez, I'm calling jack 9 too.
So multi-way, we need a suited ace to call, like we're even not even calling with all of our suited stuff here.
And look at that huge, fairly linear squeeze range. Beautiful.
Yeah, very linear. A little bit of fanciness here, but.
Yep.
Mostly folding offsuit aces, very interesting. Oh,
Yeah, that's one of the things I learned, I think, folding against two players way more than against one.
oh no,
Fold.
Easy fold.
just call?
I
Yep.
call, I think.
I think calling's fine. I think you could think about three betting it as well.
Yeah, it's a medium-sized bet. Yeah, you can raise and can call, I think. No.
Is this a spot where we wanna raise or we are?
I mean, we don't
Why
have
would
hearts.
you-
It might raise some. But I think calling's fine, actually.
Calling's fine, but I think we want to raise a lot of jack X here. Raising flop is fine. I
How do
think
you
it's gonna fix
construct
it.
your strategy? with jack
It's a
ten?
good jack X, so maybe that you raise it.
I don't think I have a sim for a blind versus.
It's
blind.
probably our best jack. I mean, ace jack, I don't know. Now, we do a lot of
No,
calling
we
in
have-
big blind. We probably got
yeah,
ace
we have-
jack, king jack.
There is some
Yeah,
ICM.
we have
pressure,
some king jack for
no,
sure.
it's not.
Wait, like our top two best jacks usually will start raising.
Right,
Yeah,
Ken?
that's king jack.
Mark
And
is down
ace
here.
jack I don't have in range. Ace jack bets pre-flop.
I want
we don't
you
have-
to make a sim for blind versus blind deep stack.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Right now?
No, I'll do it with you.
Let me see. I might even have it. Let me see what I got.
No way. So I can look at 30.
Was there the raise first in?
Yeah, small blind raise, big blind flat.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
looking for
then
a
it's,
shorter, I'm pretty sure it would be a raise.
yeah, I also think that you can raise this hand for sure.
Because we don't have queens plus, we never ever have an overpair.
It's a
basically.
medium-sized bet though. It's not the smallest bet.
Yeah. Can we actually, can we look at that bet sizing again? Is it exactly 0.5 big blinds, less than 50%? It is not, okay.
So I can run this real.
Some people just have a sizing tell, I find, when it's one click under half pot, it's weak. It is notably weak.
Ah,
Because they scroll down, you mean? They go 50% pot
Exactly.
and then scroll a bit down.
Yep, yep.
You wanna see-
I'm finding this.
wow, mostly calling here with queen jack,
Oh, you have it.
but we are raising other jacks here. Jack 10 off, jack 9 off. Ace
They
jack.
got redraws
kinda
to the
weird.
straight.
That's kind of weird. It's the only one that calls.
But
Although Louis, your sim's a little weird because it has a straight draw from 8, 9, 10. And so it plays a little bit differently than the spot.
I agree, but yeah. it's
And
not-
that's why it likes Jack 10, Jack 9, Jack 8 there, because they have straights or straight blockers.
I mean,
You
when
anything
you're
jack-
doing this
jack
top pair
six?
re-raise, sorry. When you're doing this top pair re-raise, aren't you usually going with your better top pairs?
Maybe jack 5, Louis? Do you have a jack 5 hand?
I will see. It's broken for now.
Yeah, I think it goes with king jack.
Okay, jack, this is the jack eye board that I got for this one. Which one should we use? There's a
Yeah.
flush draw, and I don't.
They're all
have-
kind of weird.
Yeah,
Jack 4 deuce is okay, but it's a bit lower.
Yeah, I think jack 4 deuce is the closest you can get. Still.
But why does it bet king jack, ace jack, and then the lower ones, but not this specific one we're looking at? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I agree, it's weird. But I
Now,
don't-
so again, my question was, I mean, the way I always thought about this is if you're gonna re-raise your top pair, you're gonna do it with your better kickers, not your worst kickers.
What's
Yeah,
the
well,
range of the
that's-
villain, Louis? What's the range of the villain? Maybe there's a
Yeah.
clue there.
What's the SPR? Run it real fast.
No,
Well,
hard to say.
this is gonna be a big sim because of ranges. Ranges are pretty big and SPR is also weird.
At least it's a raised spot, so
44.
the SPR is not that crazy.
44 divided by 6 what's that, 6.8?
It's SPR of 6.
So it's like 53 divided by 6.8, yeah.
We'll call it 9.
I'm sorry, say that again?
And SPR is exactly 52.69 divided by 6.84.
770.
7.7.
So you can make the pot 100 and
Got it.
the effective stack 770.
I didn't win this spot.
Yeah. So, okay. We're mostly calling anyway.
I forgot to change the fucking board.
Now with two pair. So. Where is it?
This is a fairly large tray. Ranges are wide.
So say you bet small, we call, the turn is a queen of hearts.
An offsuit one.
He bets bigger, but he still bets small. He bets small. And what are we doing with queen jack? Protect the calling range again. So we should just call again here. So you shouldn't raise too much here because it's blind versus blind. The ranges are pretty weak, just your opponent it's not likely has a strong hand because ranges are too wide.
Yeah, I should let him bluff further, probably indeed.
Yeah, and you're in position, so you have like, see, he doesn't bluff the river, you can still reopen the action.
Yeah, I wanted to get the stacks in.
Yeah, that's a bit,
By the river.
a bit too optimistic here.
Yeah, a bit too quick.
Bad river, but still good. I would go. all
Good
in.
river. It's not a bad river.
I would rip here.
Yeah, rip. Yeah, hard I wouldn't rip, but
I'm
on this
three,
one.
pretty sweet, good river.
Yeah, very good river.
And he's way out of line, opening 9-3 off, by the way.
Yeah,
That's
Oh
just
no,
a
it was
pure, that's a
9
pure
9
open.
3 of hearts.
It's a
It's
pure,
a suited one.
oh, he was suited? Never
Yeah.
mind. Sorry.
I think you can do that sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys see my mic?
Easy folding.
think we check here.
Yeah, it's 100% check.
Out of position on a low board, deep fish, yes.
Yeah, I run the same, so I know the answer.
I think this is a call.
100% fold.
Fold is
Even
100%.
if even ace jacks folds here.
High jack versus low jack, I'm never gonna win.
At least in my sim. It's the bottom of our range, eh? We have way better hands to call with suited ones and one with a low card that connect with the board a bit. And we are out of position, so yeah, we overfold a bit.
It's a rough hand to play now on that flop, especially
Yeah.
like you can't really bet call.
Villain has a condensed range, so he has more sets than us. And he also has yeah, similar amount of overpairs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to
Arsenal.
check, I'm hoping to check and get to the turn, but
Yeah.
no idea what to do with the mic headset.
Yeah, take that suited one. It doesn't matter that much.
I mean, if we bet here, it's probably gonna be large and infrequent. I doubt this hand's gonna fit in there.
No, didn't. Yeah, now maybe because the 10 of hearts, but
How do we play the flop?
That's the problem with the flush draw board. Set 7, 6, 4.
Just go with the 7-6-5.
and I'm sure we have to have an 8 or a 9.
Okay, pure fold here.
How do we play the flop?
Check,
Check fold.
Check fold.
Pure check.
good. 9-7 off, blind versus button,
Why are we two-handed?
because it's a.
Yeah, that happens on GG sometimes.
Ah, table broke and they gotta fill it back
Yeah.
up.
You guys defend here, I would.
Ah, yeah, for sure. You know what? Without the extra ante and blinds in there, you probably just fold.
I think it's
There's no-
close. Probably
there's no-
call. We should
There's no
call.
dead money in the pot, so you just fold.
Yeah, without the extra antes, it's more like a cash game where you want a 3-bet or fold more.
Yeah, but you don't pay rake, so that's still different. So you call still more than
Can fold 9-6, 9-7.
Yeah, but it's on the cusp and there's no dead money up here. There's no antes, there's no other blind, there's no small blind in there.
I think it's fine to fold, but also fine to call there. It's not
I
that
like
big.
this call.
Did you?
Okay, with slow playing a little bit. Okay, 20 big blind, I like to call here. 2 over, backdoor flush. SPR is really low. Do you guys think we should call?
Yep.
Yeah, but
Yes.
think it's a
It's a
call.
fold.
Is it a fold?
it's a call.
For sure.
I simmed it that is a call.
No way.
So with the SPR on the turn, he has to play a little more honestly if we call on the flop. So he's gonna
Oh, is
check.
it a blind versus blind?
No.
No,
No,
that's
he's
not
under the
blind,
gun.
blind. He's under the gun.
Okay.
We get the check raise some here, but this hand isn't gonna do it. It's really not that many check raises on that board.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not a check raise hand. Then you have to have a low card that connects with the board a bit, so that you can also hit a backdoor backdoor gut shot.
Yeah, I think it's just a good call.
It's a call, but I folded, I think.
Cause he's still gonna have pair, like he's just C betting range, so I think we're just too high up in range to fold when they're range betting.
That's true. King, queen, and king jack call with backdoors.
Yeah, because once we call the flop, he's gonna have to slow down on a lot of turns there.
Yeah, on low cards he has to slow down. On high cards he can.
But his UTG, his range is really tight. I would
His
say
only,
from the
his
bottom,
only, his only offsuit ace is ace 8 off, if he's even opening that,
No, he's not opening that normally.
so, like. He bricks that
pairs,
board pretty
over
hard.
pairs, he has a lot over there.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bricks too.
Yeah, but he has
Got
also
Sure, but
a
if
lot
he-
of, hands
He's got
that
ace
don't-
8 suited, king 8 suited, 10-8
Well,
suited,
if he-
9-8 suited.
If he
And that's
flips over
about
his
it.
cards and shows us jacks, we have the odds to call. So, you know, that's kind of.
Yeah, right, you still out draw like,
Yeah, but
all of his blood.
If a king or a queen comes, I don't know if I'm good. That's
Nah, you know. If he
No, I mean, it's
piles-
not a
if he
slam
piles,
dunk.
You're probably not.
it's a tough spot, but it is a call.
He still has king 10, he still has king jack, he still has queen 10, he still has queen jack. Like king queen is
Suited,
just
yes.
fine here.
Suited, yes, but offsuit not.
It's like a solid, like middling strength hand. Like solid middle. Yeah, it's not amazing.
King jack off folds, but king queen
Yeah.
still calls still.
Definitely a call.
It was a pure call. It's
You
fine.
can open queen 5 from the button, right?
I'm sometimes nitty in those spots.
That's
I
If
not
you're
open
open,
that?
we open queen 2. I don't open
Yep.
queen 2, but Sovereign does.
I open normally
Range.
queen
You're
5,
open.
normally open. That's that's a mistake. Should open queen.
Actually, at 20 bigs, it starts folding some of the suited queens, but queen 5 still gonna open, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, from the button.
Yeah, I mean, at 20, I don't think we open queen 2, queen 3.
I like betting here. Why do you
Look
check?
what I do here. What did I do? Hey,
This is gonna check a decent amount.
the board is better for the big blind. Huh? That's the reason I maybe check even here.
The equities are gonna be close.
But I
on
have the
this
10
flop.
of diamonds. Maybe I have to bet that one. I don't know.
I believe we should bet with the diamond.
I think I probably bet it and he folded. I do a lot of C betting normally, so
We probably got a decent, I mean, we don't have a big equity advantage. We're gonna have probably like 55, 45, I would guess. 57.
with the
Checking.
spade and diamond, spade in this case, because it's a
Most-
spade. But I have
Still
it on.
checking almost 56%.
Yeah, mostly checking and then you can bet a little bit with the 10 of
But you
diamonds.
size up.
Size up and you check 80% of the time, so
Let's see what I do if I size up or check.
you check.
Yeah, if he has the ace of club there, he's supposed to bet bigger too, right? Like on that flop.
Yeah,
7 is
Okay.
So he
dangerous.
just lets you get there on the river, it looks like. Do you make it straight on the river?
Yeah,
That's so good. Like he should be barreling when you check flop. He should start barreling a lot, I think, on the turn.
look at this. on
it's
the
a pretty
turn.
scary.
After this
part
flop
for me.
goes check, check, he should be betting his range.
Yeah, I didn't bet because of the.
That's a
That's a
pretty
scary
good-
card.
Yeah, he just lets you get there. That's pretty sweet.
Louis, can you change the flop 8 to 7, 6, 7, 4 or something?
8-7-4, yes, just give me a sec, now it goes check, check. And 9 of the suit. 9 of spade. He checks, we should be going betting here. Oh, he leads.
He
sure.
waits for you to get there, then he bets. Of course, you could just have it too now.
I think I jam, but maybe I can here.
I mean, he's probably just gonna show you a 10. It's just gonna be a
You're
chop.
a bit too nitty here, John. So you have
Yeah.
the blocker to the flush, so you should definitely raise here. Look at this.
I wouldn't raise because he's supposed to bet turn. Players like that, when they just check it down and all of a sudden put chips in, they got something. I would just see what he's, I would just take my chips and see what he's
I think
got.
raising is good indeed. Norman.
Raising would have been better.
Can have a lot of 2-pair and a lot of sets. So
He's not even supposed to have any, he's not even, he doesn't even have a range when he doesn't check. When he doesn't bet turn, what's his range look like?
that's true, but I block diamonds, huh?
What board did you want, Maxi?
8, 7 instead of 8 high on the flop. Just to compare the checking, the betting percentage.
We're gonna check even more with a 7 high flop.
Yeah, that's what I just want to make sure for myself.
For sure.
We'll give him a 7-6-4 or a 7-6-5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's-
Like if this guy had a 5, he's never not leading turn, right? So
Yeah, but you
Your
can have a
cap-
lot of 2-pair and sets. That's the reason that you can
he
bet all the
shouldn't, but
So do we check same amount or
If you
more?
can, you shouldn't. That
It's the same because we're not opening offsuit ace.
it's similar indeed.
And he is
Okay.
bluffing this turn as well. No matter how we put it, he should be bluffing the turn. When he
What did
bluffs
he have?
the turn,
The villain.
don't
he
call
should,
it.
a lot of that's value bets too. Like it pairs, he's got value. You check flop, like he's just got a lot of value bets there. So
Did I win? Yeah, he had the 9.
Yeah, moral of the story, you should raise the river.
Yeah, raise the river. I agree. Especially with the 10 of diamonds, that's an easier one.
We should fold.
Yeah, I'm good at folding. It's not that I get a lot of good hands. Huh?
it's nice you get a walk when you open Jack 10.
Yeah.
That's a fold.
I think it's whatever. It's close.
It's a fold.
Sure.
Almost positive.
Yeah, we're getting, I think, closer to the money. I don't know where we are now.
Yeah, it's a fold.
There are more spots empty here, so we, I think, already in the money.
4-3, does it 4-3 defend the button? I don't think so.
No, you don't have to open that. Yeah,
Ah, it was a defend.
Nope, I think it's really close, it doesn't matter.
3-8 suited, yeah.
This is a 3-bet. Yeah.
You should bet here.
I think I do.
No, you don't, you check. We have the jack of hearts, so we can bet with hearts. And we have dangler to the top card, so. And we have a pair, so I don't mind betting.
If we're gonna have any checks, it might be jacks.
Yeah, I'm sure, but jacks without a heart. I
Block
like
bet.
the black bet on the river.
I get called by an ace, so. Got a reward.
Definitely
did.
c-bet, definitely c-bet. This might be, you
C-bet.
might be able to go,
Yeah, two very low cards on the board, so I can see that, I think. But he bets
he
out.
donks. He doesn't really get to donk that. I wouldn't have folded.
Yeah, I do.
Why
Most
not?
of the time
I'd
they have
fold.
something, so that's the reason I fold. It's an exploit, eh?
We
Exploit
can
fold.
call with clubs, spades and diamonds, not with
Yep.
hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason I fold. I mean,
Ace
it's
high might
maybe
still,
maybe
ace
it's
high
not a
might,
fold, but
ace high still beating all his bluffs. All his bluffs are straight draw type hands and we're still ahead. I don't think we
if
get
they
to
have a
fold.
lot of equity against my hand, still can.
I don't think we get to fold ace high.
Yeah, probably you're right, but
And we have a wheel
I
draw.
fold exploitatively here. Most donks are value, not draws. There are not a lot of draws available here for him.
Nope. He doesn't really get to donk here, so, and not for that size.
Low jack, under the gun versus big
A lot of
blind.
times a lot of time these players just see a flop, they think it's good for them and they just bluff with any two and you're just ahead, like, and then they're like, oh, fuck, he called. He still has
That's not
aces.
what I see in my games. Kev.
Yeah, I mean, we still have aces, kings, queens, like a lot of times they'll say, oh, fucking slow down on the turn.
I see mostly that they have at least a pair. So that's the reason I just fold. Or maybe it's a call. I don't know. With backdoor flush, I would for sure call.
Yeah, I agree with you, Josh. I think 3/4 of the time you call that hand and 1/4 you fold, and the 1/4 is when you don't have the backdoor flush.
Exactly, as we see here. Okay.
Bit nitty.
Low jack for the big blind.
Low jack, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, what I say, bit nitty. I can open that. Can call, but I like the suited once more.
Yeah, you also had like the 12
Maybe
big
raise,
blind
that's-
rejam stack behind you too, so.
I'm not in the hand.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if it's a call pre-flop or not.
Yeah, I'm wondering also, but it's a difficult spot because
Min
someone raises, then he min raises. So if I call, then the other one can come over the top.
Yeah, I would fold too, honestly. I'm annoyed.
Okay,
On the button, I would maybe call, because then I have less players behind me.
I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, I'm also not sure.
Yeah, it's a fold.
I
And
think
sure.
it's close.
10
What's
big
the
blind.
worst hand that you flat here?
Oh, wait,
Mobi?
you're big blind?
This is one of the
Uh,
worst hands that I flat here.
How deep is under the gun?
You could probably flat that.
Under the gun is 60, but the small blind who calls is 10.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Small blind's just splash. He's hoping to hit smash a flop.
I wish I
Jam.
folded that hand.
But yeah, the problem is, what are you gonna do when the small blind, right? Just makes a pair and comes at it.
Call it,
No
give a
big
pair.
blind effective, yeah, it would be.
I'm
called.
trying to make 2 pairs and good and like straight good, I'm just trying to flop good.
Yeah, I flop good.
Not
Is
even,
that even like flopping good though?
not anymore.
Yeah, this is bad. I
Not
call
on a
it.
turn. I mean, on a turn we're dead, or you're just done.
I should fold.
I mean, you blocked, technically you blocked and it would be a call probably. because you
Yeah, there's
blocked the
4-2
nuts.
straight there, Ken. That's the problem. And
It's a
there's someone
four-
behind.
It's
Any
a
bets
four
big?
liner and yeah, we're not closing the action. so-
Oh, right, we're not closing the action. Yeah, good.
There's a lot of cons here, so I
Yeah,
should
but-
just fold.
This is why I don't like flatting multi-way.
Like he should never have that hit, right? So.
Yeah, but neither should we. So
At least Vince should.
I'm not so sure we shouldn't. It was a call.
I think
actually.
that was a bad played hand for me. At
Yeah,
least that was-
LP brought up the range. It was a call.
yeah, that's a. Yeah, I don't know actually. 10-9. Difficult one. Here's my ace or king.
Did he open jam? Oh, he's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is too loose.
Button cut off, I draw.
That's good.
Yeah, I tend to
That's
agree.
good.
We can min raise this till down to 10 bigs.
No, I think it's a jam.
We
Yeah,
are
shoot.
already in the money. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, this has gotta be close. It's gotta be close.
No, it's not in the money. I think.
Min raise.
This is probably like 1 pip too wide to
It
rip it.
was.
Even ace 9, like I'm not even happy with ripping that.
I wouldn't be happy if they called. I agree. It's a close spot, I think. So. Yeah, I should have slow played here.
I mean, whatever.
It's top with 11, right? Like.
It's
here's
Think
an
we
easy-
need to rumble here?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, I did.
Jost, where do you think you are in this tournament right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at. I think this is still before the bubble. Yes, before the bubble, but it's close to the bubble already.
Jack 10. That wasn't an open to Jack 10, weren't we like hijack?
Nope.
I think we were.
You open this from 20 big blinds?
Hijack, it's 25 bigs, yeah.
With ICM pressure, Ken?
You said you weren't on the bubble yet.
We are close to the bubble, I said. We are not on the bubble, but close to the bubble.
Sure, it's an open.
There is ICM pressure. Not a lot, but there is. That's the reason I play a little bit tighter. Not too much.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's-
it's more like a bubble pressure than I said.
Yeah, there is bubble pressure a bit, yeah.
What do you guys like to do here?
Open rip.
Open.
Easy rip.
This is the bubble.
Yeah. Oh, you're on the bubble?
This is
I
the
mean,
bubble.
I'm still 2xing.
Yeah, I think you should
Me
min
too.
raise call here.
Yeah, it is a 2x indeed, normally. See what I have.
Yeah, you might.
If this is a exact bubble, I don't mind just ripping it.
I mean, it's not bad. You
The
get
EV difference is 0.4 cents. No, $0.4. I mean, sorry. So it's close.
I would fold fives.
But actually, there's no shoving strategy according HRC.
All
You're on the
in?
bubble?
I don't know. I think we are in the money.
Ah, alright. If
The
I
other
was on
one
the
was
bubble, I would call.
Ace King is on the bubble. I mean, that's and I think the rest is in the money. By open at least.
Queen jack off, we should either call or go all in here.
What do I do?
Rip.
Nice stuff.
Is that chart for 15 bigs?
20. 20, yeah. We had 18.
Yeah. It's close. I
It's a nice flop when you open ace 4-0.
Okay, I think this is a call. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Pure call.
easy call.
Yeah, pure call.
To beat ace king.
It's sixes that can fold and sevens getting close.
I would complete this, or
You guys
even
like
maybe.
here?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I would 3-bet fold.
Yeah, also
Too good to 3-bet.
can also do
And
that.
also flat if you want. I
I
think
think
both
you can
options are
flat
good.
here.
It's a min open, so flatting is even better than.
I think when you 3-bet ICM, big blinds incentivized to fold a ton and the small blind and the cutoff isn't gonna wanna fight back. Like he's gonna overfold as well.
I would just go
Yeah,
all
but-
in here.
Ooh, all in for 40s
Yeah,
That's really all in for 33.
or 33 actually. 35. So.
35.
yeah.
Yeah, it KPV it's correct. I know. For
There's
sure.
short stacks. There's a 14 big blind stack that already folded. The big blind's gonna fold a ton. I think you can just get away exploitably, just raise folding.
Wasn't this this was 30? Yeah, I think.
30 big blind, small blind versus cutoff. 30 big blind, more or less, cutoff versus small blind, ICM. Ace four
That's
off.
with everyone having 30 bigs. You're in a different situation when you have shorter stacks, especially one that already
Yeah, but
folded.
I have I have lower risk premium than him because
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, it sounds like we're too early in this tournament to overly focus on the 14 big blind.
I like jamming here.
I wouldn't mind jamming normally. Have to play some hands, huh? Sometimes gamble a bit.
What do you mean? It's not a gamble. They're never gonna call.
Of course, they call sometimes. I mean,
Never.
yeah.
5%.
Wait, how often are you jamming there?
100% according to this chart.
No, like against all of your range.
A lot.
It's
A lot more than I do.
Yeah, I don't jam enough. I should jam more.
I don't think you should look at that chart to jam at 35.
It's 5 big blind more or 4 big blind more.
Yeah, but you're ripping like the marginal part of your range, so
You have less risk premium than.
We can run this in HRC actually, this hand, if we want.
What was it? Ace four. Where is it? It's gone.
It's gone. Doesn't mind.
What's up? What's up, baby Maxi?
Oh. Oops.
Gotta train him young.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope he will run good at least next generation.
Oh, what
When
do
my
we do?
kid was younger, his range was anything with a jack.
I call a fold here. I think I fold here. Yeah, it's too big still.
Yeah, maybe the hand is not good enough. Calling here or folding?
Yeah, I can fold, but I call. I don't know why. I just called. I think
You
it's a
think the
close.
call? But then could I find jack low jack versus small blind? 30 big blind effective. Versus low jack under the gun 2. King jack, fine call.
Made a net fold, yeah.
I don't like this.
I like it.
What do you
What'd you
like?
I
do?
think it's okay.
I jam
open?
ace 10 off
How big?
In ICM it's good. I think.
25 or something
No,
like that.
Yeah, how much jamming do we see here?
Yeah, this is not this is yeah. Not a lot.
Not a lot, as in none, right?
Yeah, but these are not jamming charts. I mean, this is
Let's say at 20, maybe there's a bit more, a bit small blind. check.
Like
Okay,
at 25,
okay, yeah, it's a mix. And at
yeah, if you want
25,
to incorporate that stuff, like I think ace 10 here is too strong. Like if you wanted to incorporate the small pairs and then like some random ace X hands. Yeah,
So it's
like
interesting that, like ace nine and ace eight are the jamming ones, based on what you just said, isn't it?
yeah,
yeah, because they're the worst ones. You
20
can't
big
make,
blind.
Isn't ace two the worst one?
you can make a straight with ace 2.
But we're also deep in ICM already, I suppose.
yeah, we have ICM pressure indeed. So I put him on a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I'm also shoving. I
And
guess.
I don't know if it's good or not. I mean, but it's probably close.
Pocket king, look at the log box.
I like just raising with ace 10.
Yeah.
Wait, did you just
I
limp king?
agree with you. I
What
just
happened?
was curious why it was ace eight and ace.
What do you guys like to do here against 3x? Short stack 3x.
He's from the low jack, so I fold. Yeah.
I just
I
call.
You just call here against
Looks
3x.
super strong.
I think that's bad calling you.
And I don't think the offsuit one wants to call here. I think suited, maybe you can call.
He's
I
50.
mean, this is a choice between a fold and a jam, isn't it?
I don't know. What about calling here?
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
call.
I don't think calling's a good idea.
If he opened 2 big blinds, yeah, but 3 that's not small.
I think jamming's pretty bad.
I call here and I'm trying to quote unquote set mine with an ace. So like if I don't see an ace, then I'm done with the hand.
And if you see an ace, what happens?
Then we're gonna be all in.
Are you planning to lead if you see an ace or just check raise?
Probably just like check call down to the river. And then like maybe on the river I'll just rip it. Because the SPR is so low that we're getting it in regardless.
Yeah, if you hit an ace indeed, then we can get it in. I mean, that's no
Yeah.
problem.
That's why you're kind of like stop and go. You're looking for an ace.
Yeah.
So, following the set mining logic, so, I mean, you make sense. Do you have enough implied odds to do that? I mean, you get with that SPR, it's pretty low, right?
Well, you have to call 2, and then you're going to win. You
20.
gotta call two to win potentially like
20 in total or something like that.
yeah, like 19. So it's worth it because you're gonna hit a pair
Yeah, but if you have an
like,
ace, you can
just a
also
little bit
get
under a
stacked,
third, right? Every
things.
time.
That is not that you win all the time. It's not a set.
So isn't it 2 to win 16? Okay.
Yeah, that I folded because the reason is, yeah, if I have an ace, yeah, I can get stacks in. Yes, true, but I don't win always.
Alright, so
I
very
agree.
close
I think it's
spot,
close.
very close spot.
Yeah, it's close. Like
So
that's
do we-
why
do
that's why the reason why I'm calling is like just to find an ace.
Did
You
we
think-
have a sim on that? What does the sim do on that? Or what was the chart?
Do you think? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so sorry, I'm screwing up my computer. I just was wondering if there was a GTO answer to that.
For a 3x open, no. Especially with
Oh,
his
because it's a
stack
3x
size.
open. I see.
And it is ICM. It's not
Oh,
Chippy V.
So when a player who's short stacked like that 3x opens, what does it say?
Not a
It
lot.
says that he has a very
pretty
strong hand.
Mhm.
But
So then-
like when we have ace nine,
or it
can't
can
we
be
have-
a good ace six. I mean, it can be, but I sometimes also see a lot of shit going on.
like can't he have when we have ace nine, can't he have pocket jacks, pocket queens, and pocket kings?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's
Of course
in,
you can.
he is in it as well.
You can also have ace queen, ace king, ace jack.
So
Yeah.
VPIP of 17, I'd like.
More ace queen, kings, ace queens, and ace jacks than.
I
the
think you
pocket
make
pair.
a fine adjustment here by folding.
Yeah.
I think folding is fine. I think it's
Yeah.
great. I'm just saying that if you're to have a calling range there, you're just looking for an ace. Like, let's say the flop is like we have ace nine, right? So like
I think we all
9,
agree,
5, 3. It's you're still not good.
But you've given yourself extra outs because you've given yourself 2 more 9s to hit, right? So maybe you call a C bet.
Like I consider you can call a C bet to try to hit an ace or another 9, but then like on the turn you're just folding all the time.
What about here, defend or fold?
Fold.
Yeah,
This is the bottom, but I fold.
Oh,
okay, so I think
broke.
this is a check. Now we pick up equity. Should we bet a little bit or?
We already had a good shot. Now we have a double. No, I think we should check here.
The guy with 5 big blinds. Right?
Yeah, if he hits any pair, he's gonna go all in. Like, don't
Yeah,
we?
but he raises any pair already.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I don't know that I would bet because I don't want the guy with 5 big blinds to check raise me there.
Yeah, I agree with that. And we have more value as well. And we have a.
I think my reasoning is that I want to pressure the guy behind me, and I
Yeah.
don't think that the 5 big blind stack has any pair because you would bet that probably.
Yeah, but Jonathan Little said, whenever you're on the turn and you have a draw that cannot call a raise, don't bet it.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is,
I can call the
I don't
small
think you
stack.
can. I don't think you can call it profitably. Your hand is gonna struggle against
Yeah,
it.
a lot of outs.
Wait, go back. Did we give up on that river?
Yeah.
I think once we donk the turn, right? Yeah, I think we're all in here on the river.
Bluffing with ace high. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, but we're not supposed to be here, but we're taking our 6 and like trying to get him to fold. right?
I block all his continuation draws. Or at least some with my 6. This is the worst hand to go all in with, I think.
I'm not under the impression that this is.
I agree that I shouldn't bet it, but I shouldn't continue making the blunder.
So can we slow down on the shouldn't bet it part for a second? So I thought the construct was don't bet hands that you either aren't gonna wanna fold, i.e. good draws that can't withstand the pressure, or ones that you're okay just folding. So like here you had a gutter and an over, right? You had a gutter and an ace.
We also
So-
have showdown value.
It's multi-way pot. That's a bit different.
Okay.
In multi-way pots, you want to just battle your value hands normally.
Say we were heads up against this
Less
man.
bluffs.
On the flop, we are pure checking, check, check. On the turn, 9 of spades. Brings in, so here would be 9 of clubs. Ace 6 suited. Is doing a little bit of betting here. Is it bet folding? It is bet folding. No, sometimes it's, no, it's always bet folding. So we don't mind
It's
betting.
mixing, ripping it in versus
Yeah.
a raise.
No. What is, look,
I would call off the small stack. Huh? I mean,
when it does,
stack, I don't.
sometimes it check jams.
Yeah.
With the 6, but it's never leading the 6. So the third when you led small, which is not too crazy. Any calls? And then on the river, the 3 of clubs. No, where's my sim? The 3 of clubs. And on the 3 of clubs, a 6 is bluffing.
Yeah, but he calls
Hi,
in
guys.
between in a multi-way pot, so he should be stronger than this year. So I don't mind my playing, but
So we could bluff this river if we wanted.
heads up, I might be, but
Your
heads
heads
up.
up, your heads up for most.
I'm not heads up on the turn, so his range is stronger. That's the problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe I shouldn't bet it, but that's also true.
Yeah, it's tough because like if you don't bet really big, he's gonna call with all the pairs there, right?
Yeah. And he
So,
calls
I
with
mean-
all the pairs if I bet the river.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
most-
unless you go really big, you can't get him off anything there.
Yeah, it's a blank, so yeah. It's tough blank card. And I value my tournament life maybe a bit too much, but
Yes, we've discovered now that Joseph's human. Everybody values their tournament life a little too much, right? It's okay.
no. We see my last hand, then you see that I don't value tournament life.
I don't believe you, but I hear you.
Yeah,
In that
yeah,
example, yeah.
You will see.
We could mix here, we could back or check, both are fine. Check, check. On the 8 of hearts, check, check, 8 of hearts. We want a pure check with ace king here. This is not good.
Yeah. Exploit.
Exploiting
I
yourself.
think I know I shouldn't bet that, but yeah, I do that as an exploit.
Should we bet her?
No, it's yeah, we can bet. It's a pair board. No, we are out of position. We shouldn't bet.
I think we should check here.
Yeah, we should check 100%.
I'm just betting.
It's a pure check.
I don't know about pure check, but I prefer checking here.
You're gonna check defend, you're gonna check fold, you're gonna check call. What are you gonna, I mean, it's hard to
Check
check
fold.
call.
Check fold.
Check fold's
Easy-
fine,
easy
but
check fold.
that's why I'd rather bet though. I think the aggression wins the day more often than not.
I think it's splitting. It's not a pure.
I don't know that we
That's
get.
That's not a good range.
Yeah, we're supposed to rip these. So let's pretend like we have A7.
Mixing, we could bet, we could check. You know how it goes, check, check.
How do you get those ranges? That's
Yeah.
strange.
King of heart on the third. Is it in the back
I
door?
mean, I think we wanna check, right?
I think that's one that we can bet because it's a king.
Oh, we are pure checking on the king turn.
Ugh.
You want us, yeah.
I think I bet.
Yeah.
That's pretty
You
big.
bet large.
That's a check.
Yeah, it's a check. I agree. It's a
You
check.
got away with it.
I simmed it also, and also in my sim it was a check.
Well, we're like when the king comes, we're opening a lot more kings than he's than he's flatting there, right? Because he has some kings that he has more kings that he's three betting, whereas the same kings we have we're opening.
Maybe, but one of the problem is that we bet a lot of kings on the flop already. We have a lot of queen jack 10 in our hands on the turn.
Josh,
Queen jack or 10 we can bet, but not on a king.
why do you fold here?
Don't know.
Yeah, it's open.
Don't know. Sometimes I'm just scared and
said-
just
He sensed that the other guy was gonna massive whale bet.
Yeah,
Good read.
He looked next to him and he saw that the guy was really itchy.
9-7's too good to raise, I think, honestly, there. I think that's one of our calls.
yeah, but I see a lot of limps that are weak, so that's the reason I sometimes do it, not a lot.
is this a jam or a call?
Do you know anything about this guy? These weird mid clickbacks are usually weak, but
I don't know.
I don't,
But
I
not
don't hate,
always.
I don't hate
Not
folding.
always. There are different players that some do it.
I do hate folding. I think folding
Yep.
here is weak.
But we get further to
He
the.
clicks it.
so more
Love
like
it.
Josh, what are you doing?
just putting the question to him. What do you have? I want to go. I want to gamble. That's what I say.
No,
So
you're
why
way
don't you
ahead.
rip it?
Oh, he just calls.
I
And then
love
he
the
play
clickback three
stop
bet.
and go.
Now I have to fold.
Do you have to fold?
Yeah, I mean, so
He can have a pair. He can have.
you have 25% equity and there's it's close. So you have 25% equity and there's some non-zero chance you're ahead here because he's gonna have,
And
he might
there
do this
is
with worse
ICM
ace
filter,
X.
There's ICM.
Oh,
But
oh,
his
oh, we're
fishy
ICM.
small three bet.
This is close to the final table, I think.
Oh, we're close to the final table. How close? Like,
I don't know how close, but close.
okay.
Are any of you guys doing the 30-day tournament challenge?
Is it new or is it the old one?
it's the new one.
I haven't
So-
seen
I
it.
did the old one, so.
So Alexander Assassinato, he's the last 2 days he's spent focusing on ace king and ace queen and how to play them. And I gotta be honest, I think this would be a rip with ace queen.
Pretty sure it's a rip.
Yeah, you know, unless you knew this player was this range was like purely like premiums, you just have to rip this. I mean, like,
Hey,
It's premium 99% of the time, I think.
do you have stats on, do you have stats on him? For the
Although
tournament?
when he, although
Yeah,
when
I
he
have
jams
stats,
flop,
but I have to look in
He's a bit,
Pokercraft, it's GG.
you're.
although when he
absolutely
jams flop,
crazy
I'm a
here,
little
Josh.
less convinced it's premium.
Josh, here against a big net that three bets you, that never three bets in his life. Okay,
How many hands?
he never three bets in his life,
19 hands.
okay?
47.
So he's a net,
47.
Oh, 19 opportunities to 3-bet.
Yeah. Yeah, he never three bets and he's a big net. So you
Yeah, I
are
should fold.
crazy here to pull it back on him. That's just absolute madness, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah,
crazy.
sometimes I do that.
I
But
mean-
I agree, it's not a good play.
You need
Yeah,
to
I mean, I
have an
think this
intuitive
looks
approach
really
here.
strong.
You're
I
Yeah,
think
well, now
generically,
with those with those ranges, yeah, this is clearly not. You kill it.
I would call here against this opponent and think about ICM as well, Josh. Imagine you make this here and he has ace king and he stuffs it. And then you call
No, I
and
fold.
you're on your way.
I fold then.
You like calling better than jamming?
Yeah, here. I'm
Yeah,
always
with the
calling.
price, yeah, you almost have to.
I mean,
call
yeah,
here.
You
just
put it in HRC, Josh. Because
I gotta run. This is great.
Yeah.
I don't know how deep you went, but this looks like a great run, Josh. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The HRC is not gonna be accurate either, because his click isn't gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just fishy shit. It's annoying.
So I try to annoy him back.
I like
but-
calling or ripping it here. I think clicking it is not good.
yeah, clicking it here is terrible, 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 terrible. That's the worst hand you played so far and it's deep and it's ICM. So this end is gonna cost you money in the long run. Wanna fix that?
Yes, stats of 23, 12, 6 on 300 hands. That's what I have. I mean,
Well, I guess it's possible he misclicked somehow.
On this
No, it's
day,
not
he was not 23.
Yeah,
this-
yeah, but again, it's always like
I
in these
know-
weird
I know
ICM
that-
situations, if he's like really big, if he's been at this stack depth for like
really,
forever.
don't you trust me on this?
yeah.
Well, sure, I trust you, but what I see in my games, when I see a net like this,
Yeah, he's 23, 12, 6. So she 3 bets not enough.
I think
That I
when
agree.
also he calls there and not go all in. I think that's screaming pocket aces almost every time.
True.
I also agree with that.
I mean, the
That's the
outliers
reason
I see
called,
sometimes is,
on his lead on the.
Like ace king is never calling here. Pocket kings, pocket queen is never calling here. What do you think is calling here? Just aces.
Yeah, a good hand. Yeah, aces or kings.
I don't even think kings this deep.
Some people do.
After you raise the, you're in a chicken wire here and you said it yourself, you wanna rumble. So I don't.
No. I
I have a recording of you saying you want to rumble, Joss. If you.
No,
want to
that's
sit
not what I
back
said.
now-
play it back. That's not
Yeah.
what I said.
I
Play it
hopped
back.
on this late. What's the buy-in here?
15.
$15.
15? Oh, 15. God, who knows?
you never know. That's the problem. I see outliers where people like fun players don't know how to play like small mid pocket pairs and they click it. I run into it, but it's just it's usually just strong hands.
So you guys
and You
like to
never
do
fucking
here.
know.
15
know
big
until you
blind
see them
from
show
the
down.
low jack.
15, I think charts probably say it's just pure open.
You don't have much of a jam range here.
Exactly, you don't really open,
Nick.
open jam. here.
How'd you doing that 50K, Nick?
Oh, I got like 150th or something. I got it all in ace king versus jacks for like 55 big blinds, so I still had a ton, but I just lost the flip.
That
I
must
would
have
have been in
been
like
right.
the top 10.
I was sweating you a bit. You were up pretty high up with around 50 bigs, and then I started playing, and you were in another game I was in. I forget which one. I was out quickly.
Gotta win your
You were in the
first
Bosky,
tournament.
right?
Did I do?
I don't think I cashed it.
No, yeah, I think I saw you in the Bosky after I stopped sweating you.
Oh yeah.
So it was around that time. You probably busted right after.
I
you
don't
stopped
like
watching.
this jam.
No, I shouldn't jam.
This is absolutely terrible, Josh. You played pretty well down to this point, but now you're just trying to punt your stack.
Are you like when you're jamming here, what are you trying to do?
Do you think an ace is ever folding?
No.
Exactly,
And also, are we getting called by worse than an 8?
never.
He could have an 8 and call if he has a better worse
If
spade.
he has
A worse
10,
spade
8,
can call sometimes if he has an 8
Holy-
also.
This is terrible, Josh.
Yeah, I agree.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
if he has
I
a
think-
10-8 or a 9-8 with like the 10 or 9 of spades, do you think he's calling off here? and get it?
Probably.
What?
I don't think so.
ICM? He played 300 hands to call off here with a pair of eight against your jam? No way, Josh.
Oh, yeah, if he has a backdoor spade, maybe.
You only get called by an ace here. You only get called by hands that you beat, and like you have a pair and a draw. Right now you have a
I
pair.
agree that it's bad.
Alright. What are you doing, Josh?
This is what?
He's tired. He wants
It's
to
like,
go
what is
sleep.
this, like? 10
I'm indeed
What is this
also
with
tired.
ICM, like 7-8%
He's
of
the
hands?
shortest stack. This might not be horrible.
10% of
Jesus,
hands?
this might not be horrible. No, man. I think like, maybe you got tilted here or I don't know, but, the last 3 or 4 hands, you're just trying to dust off all of your stack here.
I think if you want to do this, you want to have like queen 10 suited, queen jack suited.
You need
I think
like
it's
a
just too-
better hands there.
You
Yeah.
you need, I think this has gotta be your king and ace X at a minimum. Like,
Yeah.
it's like the push fold stuff, like really doesn't like queen X at all until
Feel
you're like pretty
king
shallow.
five's even better, right? Like.
Yeah,
king
king
five.
X.
No, like queen.
Yeah,
queen
because it
10,
puts
queen
such a
jack is
high
great.
premium on ace X, king X, like on
Some
the
of those
big card.
mid-connected queens are okay to jam here. Like queen 10's a great jam.
Yeah, yeah, queen, yeah, but it's not queen eight. I mean, queen, yeah, like once you get into the queen 10, queen jack part of the grid, you're okay. But
There's
again,
not- do we?
Is this
There's not
final
really much
two
we jam here for
tables?
17.
Yeah, it's getting like very deep here because.
Yeah, you don't have
it's-
much
it's-
jams like
The
Nick
final
said.
2 or final 3 tables.
I thought it was final
Yeah.
table.
Josh, I'm afraid we're gonna have to send you to ICM jail after this session.
Yeah.
Even in
but
Chippy
I
V, like
asked it.
what's
I
our
had-
17 big blind jam range from the cutoff? It's like maybe
Oh,
ace 9 off, ace 10 off. Like there's not much.
it's probably like, I'd say 15, 17-ish type of,
Can we run this in HRC?
it's,
No,
it's 27%. So this wouldn't even be a jam. That wouldn't even be a jam.
Yeah, you don't jam much at
Chippy V.
17 and except
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm,
those.
that's what I'm
ace
saying.
fingers.
In Chippy V, there's not much of a jam range here at all at 17.
Yeah, it's
At
27.
15, it's 0.
Yeah, I mean, you're pure, like, if you run this in a push fold thing, it's 17 bigs with antes, it's like queen eight's not a jam. Queen 9 suited is like your worst suited jam. So it's not even a good chippy V shove.
Yeah, the
Josh,
king X's jam a lot and the suited king X's like jamming a lot.
And at 17 bigs, like we can still raise here, right? Like we can raise some stuff here. I can't
Yeah,
raise
we can
queen
raise.
8, but we can raise some stuff.
This is just an RFI. I
Yeah.
would raise this, but it's not a jam.
yeah. Josh, can you change your background for like a prison?
No.
Sending you to ICM jail after this, I'm sorry. It's for your own good.
You know, I don't know. Actually, yeah, it's still bad.
Oh my goodness, Josh, are you gonna stop?
Oh, that one's
15
better.
bigs, the button can.
I mean, this
yeah,
one's at least plus
3
EV, so that helps.
At least, but damn it, Josh.
That's almost defendable. Like I can almost defend that, but
No,
we
I mean,
don't
it might not be the best
oh
way to play that
my
hand, but it was
God.
fine.
yeah. No, there's better ways to play it, but you could defend that. Like if you think these players are never gonna call anything.
Jesus, queen jack offsuit. It's not an all in here, Josh.
Yeah, this is chippy V. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, but do you think it jams on ICM?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
I think so, but don't have to agree.
You want an ace or a king to do this.
I don't hate the jam.
It also depends. Like if you're looking at the guy and you're seeing that he's not defending enough of his big blinds, you can be a little frisky there.
I really don't like it.
I think you can just open to 3 there.
Don't want to play post flop.
I think you can. I mean,
if the
that
biggest-
mixes. That normally mixes. You can actually just limp that. I think limping or raising there is fine.
Is this the final table bubble?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
what do you guys like to do here? Just fold?
Fold. Easy fold.
Oh, you would have spiked. Oh, you would have. Oh, terrible fold.
Terrible.
Should have jammed. But I normally do.
You
No.
know,
No, I'm not against two players and a big open, I mean.
I would be curious to see an ICM simulation here.
'Cause
Versus a 3x open and then the large chip leader
Calls.
flatting.
you
Yeah.
pile pressure on that on the opener though.
Okay,
Like-
yeah, I guess you're right. These ranges are like, we should never put chips in the butt. What do we do with ace ten suited?
Our jamming range can't be polarized here, I think, in ICM.
It's probably linear.
We have 0 bluffs.
Yeah.
So what did these guys show down with? What did they get there with? Because this one goes check, check, right?
The thing is goes bet, call, check, 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 check. Pocket ten, pocket eight.
Because this is the second time we've seen that guy 3x. So Vince had a good read earlier that, you know, this is a strong hand that wants protection. So you can kind of put this guy in more of a linear style when he raises this way, right? I don't think he's going to 3x with his bluffs. So you might be able to exploitively kind of condition his raise size to the strength of hand here. So that's maybe something to take a look at with this guy.
Yeah, I like that. Should mark him.
Would you say that jamming in is really a good case sometimes? Because I often run in situations where I'm losing and
I think it's a really close spot. I would like to see an ICM simulation for it.
What? For the ace 5?
Yeah,
That's a easy, like, that's the easiest fold.
I know it's,
I think it's
Me
easy
also,
fold.
yeah.
That's a snap fold.
but what if we were?
Three-way.
Yeah,
It's two-way, yeah.
This
yeah,
is the wrong
And it's a
chart.
bigger open.
I know, just. an
From under the
example.
gun almost.
So I'd be curious to see. Anybody calling here?
God, I think it's suited for 12.
Uh,
We could defend it. Like,
I
it's,
call 100% I call.
yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, I'm calling this. Easy.
I'm folding this.
probably close, but
I think I would call it.
maybe
Is it
even.
better to call with king nine off? Or is it-
we defend super
Yeah.
wide, even
Yeah, you have seen
short.
that for just chippy V, and then you call. Of course.
This is a final table, right?
I
Oh,
think
final-
final.
Final table bubble. Oh, no, final table, maybe.
Yeah, just the table just got evened out. This is the final table, right?
No, it's
Yeah.
final two.
289, it's final two?
Yeah, it's GG, yeah. Otherwise the stacks would be bigger.
And that's right. Kings versus ace king,
Rip it, yeah.
that's fine. That's,
You
Could
could
we
probably
min-
min-raise this.
I prefer to
Min-raise,
min-raise and
yeah.
rumble.
Yeah, definitely mid-raise queens there.
This is probably a fine jam because the big blind has 14 bigs.
Yeah, we also want to lean heavily towards offsuit ace X jamming rather than min raising.
This
I
is,
prefer a
call.
flat here, but this is
a
okay
pretty
too.
bad jam, Joss.
Yeah, I know.
No, I think it's fine.
No.
I
it's
think
not.
both options are fine.
We just
Because-
wanna
Yeah,
call
maybe I
it.
should 3-bet because he's the big stack.
It depends on on that player's stats. If this is a guy like is going to be heavily weighted towards like strong hands,
This is
do
so
you
we're
think you're gonna
assuming
get
this
it
is
in?
the final 2 tables, right?
yeah.
So we
Final
have very heavy ICM. We
two.
do not have a non all-in 3-bet size.
Pure call here, guys, come on.
So we're either calling or jamming, and I think both are fine.
ICM jail for Joss.
What do you mean? I think that's fine. We don't want, we're disincentivized to see flops.
You're never wrong getting it all in with aces.
Yeah, I mean with aces you can do whatever, right? You can flatter. You can flat.
if you're-
Flat's probably better, but I don't think.
If
we
you're
should.
in position,
Better
flatting-
flatting.
Flatting is
not-
definitely better in position, but out of position, it's go either way.
Yeah.
I think in this case where like Joss's strategy, like he's jamming a lot, so we do need to have aces in the jams.
I agree.
And queens also.
So it's just based on your playstyle. Like if you flat a lot, then you need to have aces in your flats. If you jam a lot, then you need to have aces in your jams. So
What do you guys like to do here?
Well,
can I see
mean,
the action?
doesn't really matter because all these stacks are 20 bigs. Are we like ever
Yeah,
doing?
that's the reason I go over it because you're all 20.
Oh, when did we double up?
We had ace jack against ace nine.
Oh.
Was-
I think we can exploitatively fold.
All
You like to fold here?
I think we can exploitatively fold here. This is the final table bubble now, I believe.
I'm the biggest stack, so I can double up.
The reason why
I
is
can't go
'cause
broke, eh? Vince, I can't go broke. That's the reason I can jam easily.
No, I know you can't go broke, but like you're risking so disregarding the people behind you, 18 big blinds, you're gonna be down to like 11 bigs.
Yeah, you already got all the chips here. That's why it's so close for me. You have an HRC of this one, Josh?
No.
Oh, I don't think
because
this is close at
it's-
all.
it's-
Against the
it's-
balanced range, it just isn't close.
if he loses the 18 chips, he still has 18 chips left. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's 37.
like-
Yeah, I
It's like
mean,
almost 20.
yeah, I mean, I think if he was more like, if you were more like 30 than 37, then you were down to like 12 bigs, I would be more inclined to at least consider folding. But I think if we're at 37, when you're still gonna have a 20 big blind stack, and you're gonna be even with these other stacks anyway.
Wait, when you
It-
guys are
it's
saying
not-
this
it's not
is
like you're
not
suddenly- it's
close,
not-
what do
Calling
you
is
think
not
the
an option,
EV of this call is?
I think you're crushing with this call.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he should have,
Because
like, okay, maybe there's a player that only ever has pairs here, but if he has ace queen off at any frequency, if he has like ace 10 suited at any frequency, then we're printing.
I see sometimes that they jam with ace-7 off. I mean, and not
And
a
sometimes
lot.
they're jamming like, sometimes they're jamming like 10-8 suited, like, you know, people spaz. And actually, honestly, like Jack 10 suited is probably a reasonable jam for him anyway. So
I
there
think
you
it
go.
was not a complete knit. That's the reason I. Otherwise, I would.
It also depends
even then,
on
like
your
people aren't
strategy.
jamming,
I
people
think,
aren't just
on the-
open jamming aces and kings there, right? Like this is always like worst pairs that you're flipping with, and a lot of the times just hand your dominant.
Yeah, you could do it with ace-queen.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
against the reasonable range here, this is, I cannot imagine this isn't good.
Yeah.
Right,
when-
like, sure, if he shows you queens, you can fold for the ICM, but like, just get it in.
Yeah, when you think that he's probably going to want to get action with aces, and so if you even just take aces out of his range, and then the fact that you're blocking both aces and kings, holding the ace king, like I think you got to get after it.
I'd rather not gamble my stack at this point because having a
it's
big stack on the final table is really important.
It's less than half your stack, and if you scoop this, you're 3-1 on everyone at the table.
Yeah, then
Right.
you have a big stack.
Yeah, it's
Now I have.
again, I
Big
mean,
stack.
if we were at 30, it would be a lot different. If we were at 50, we're just kind of in that spot where we have more than double this stack. I think it's probably just okay.
Yeah.
Like-
It is also strange that once we come in, the guy behind comes in, but I mean, he also just wakes up with ace king. It's pretty
Yeah,
unlikely.
that's just a
more
weird.
than me, yeah.
That's actually a lot more of an interesting spot to me.
Yeah, for me
The
also.
player coming in behind with the ace king than just calling with the ace king. Because I wonder if that spot is actually something where that player has to think
You
seriously.
can't
about
open
folding.
it that way. I think.
I'm pretty sure like his is the fold.
Fold.
Like I would bet money he's supposed to fold. Not
Yeah.
you. When,
No,
you
the other guy. I also think he has to fold it. I was
How do you
Yeah, like
open
he's
it, Josh?
surprised to see him with ace king there.
How do I
Yes.
open it?
You have to go to HSC itself and open it from there. Not this way, you can't do it. I asked for that feature. It doesn't do it.
You ask for it.
I asked for that feature, yeah.
Okay, so I have to open HRC beta and then open it.
And then load. No,
Import?
no, not you, not import, not import. No, not the folder.
The
No.
folder, the little
Top, top,
folder
top, top, top,
icon.
top. Folder icon. No. On the top. Top, 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 top. Yeah.
There we go. Now we got it.
Loading extractions. Yeah, I had to find that out also myself, but
Let's raise 2 big blinds, right?
yeah, this is raised 2 big blinds and it is not jamming. These are old. Yeah, this is a. You shouldn't have a big jamming range there, so HRC doesn't like jamming there even so. No.
Yeah, so give him a jamming range because he obviously ripped it in.
I don't think I can from here, right?
No, you can't from here. You have to adjust the run sim yourself. If you want to do that. You can't.
Yeah, okay. Alright,
Yeah, it's not a big plus EV spot that I agree on, but I think it's plus EV.
I think it is as well. I'm not saying that it's
Wait, sorry, what did he have in
bad.
the end? I missed it.
I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying we can
Ace Jack, Ace King.
avoid a fold.
I
Oh,
think,
great.
I think it's extremely plus EV.
Yeah, I also think that actually.
Slam dunk.
If he's jamming ace jack off, he's jamming ace queen off, could be jamming king queen, like.
Yeah, I think ace queen is the one that's close. I think ace.
I think
king
that's
is
an
close.
easy fold.
what are you doing, Joss?
Oh no, it's an easy open even. I'm the big stack.
Oh
I can
yeah,
pick
actually, I
raise
think
from
if
everyone.
people are not gonna play back at you enough, then you can,
Yeah,
when
it
you're
seems
opening with
fine.
like 1 or 2 pips.
Look at this.
Especially like you look around the table and if 3-bet ranges are like 5-6%, then just
Look
like
at the
open
50
more.
big stack, Louis. How far he can open.
0 EV.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Everyone
but
wants
like-
to make final table.
But like your opponents are 3-betting 4%, you know?
At least I don't.
Josh, this is where you say Adamo open queen 7 off. I should be allowed to open queen 9 off.
At least I can try it and see if they play back. And if they don't play back, I can do
I have
more.
the big stack. I'm gonna open.
Adamo 3-bet with queen 3 off. So like you can do whatever you want.
What do you guys think about block betting this river? Flop, we check.
I think with ICM pressure,
would
there's
check.
less block betting, but I don't know.
Flop, we check call, turn goes check, check, and on the river, we have second pair. I think I like to block bet small.
It doesn't bluff anyway, so why would I block bet?
Because we have the turn goes check, check, and we have second pair.
Chippy V, I agree.
So I think I like to block bet here. Do you think you get a call sometimes by pocket eight? Maybe.
No, never.
Maybe you shouldn't, but maybe.
5th pair.
It's really just-
I would have also bet on the flop.
I
Yeah,
like
maybe.
jam.
Oh, come on, 7-2. You're not playing the 7-2 game.
Jesus
that's overdone.
Christ.
But they all, I
What
only have to
what
go
are
to
you
the first one.
doing, Josh? What
I
are you
actually like
doing?
this.
I should open. I should
Whenever
open.
we review ends, you're like, oh, my ICM game is on point, blah, blah, blah. Josh, what are you doing? Tell me,
It's only 20 big blinds for the other
what
one.
is this?
It's only that,
Bro,
that
You've
there's
been
one
open-
big blind
Yeah,
stack.
you've been
The ones are
open
all
jamming,
12.
you've been open jamming any 2 cards here.
No, not any. I opened queen 9. I didn't
We
jam.
saw in the last.
He didn't
20
open. He didn't open 7-2.
No,
It's not
in
any
the
2
last
cards.
20 hands, you jammed 15 times.
Yeah, by giving away with it.
Are you
Yeah,
mad?
this one is a little too wide.
Are you completely out of your mind?
I should just open this, I agree.
Jesus.
I don't hate this.
Oh my God. If Vince says he likes it, alarm.
I
bell.
didn't say I
Ding,
like
ding,
it,
ding,
but I
ding,
don't
ding,
hate
ding, ding, alarm. bell.
It's not.
ICM pressure.
Jesus.
There is an argument though that if these,
Wow.
because you have three
I
short stacks
never
here.
thought you'd be up to no good like this much. God damn
Fucking
it.
bully.
This is like
Okay,
beyond reason.
open HRC and see what can we jam there. I really want to see.
Open jamming. Are you serious?
That would be
20
plus
big
CV. I'm sure HRC would probably say that you could jam like super wide here, but I don't know if it's like.
There, I mean, there's.
But it's
I think calling is better.
But opening is probably better. But I'm sure if you ran this at HRC, it would say that's a plus EV shove.
Yeah, I think also.
Opening it returns $0. 6 cents. Okay, if we
Yeah,
open it.
but that's
a different situation there.
that's a different situation.
Yeah, but it's really close because we have
Like if you run in an HRC where this is the final table bubble, like one player remaining, I'm sure this is a fine jam.
Yeah, but I like opening better than jamming.
I think this is a pretty
But I
terrible.
agree.
Yeah.
I don't like the jam either.
No, it's pretty savage. Okay.
At least I don't play too nitty.
What do you mean? You're playing like a madman that doesn't like money.
I like that. Playing like a madman when you have a stack.
Jesus, Sam. Don't encourage him.
But also, I have pretty nitty stats, so I'm playing my profile.
Dude, but I pull these moves and they just call me with jacks like every time. I'm like, how do you have jacks here?
How can you call with jacks? It's me, jamming.
Because in a $15 tournament, they're like, I have jacks. I have to call.
Of course I would call with jacks.
Okay, final table.
This final table indeed.
Oh, you got seated at the worst spot at this final table, man.
He has the last choice, so they can choose their seats, and he chose to sit behind me.
You had a bad seat card.
You can choose your seat, and then he's last to act with seat choice. I'm just before him.
Jesus, Josh, you're second in chips here. I think you're gonna be sent to ICM jail again.
Yeah, actually, I will agree here. Some of the other ones I didn't agree with as strongly, but second in chips, the final table has got to put it on ice.
So now if you like looking at all the other stacks that came over, Joss's table when he jammed that king 10 had all the short stacks.
Yeah.
That king, I like that better now that I see all the big stacks that came from the other table.
I
Yeah,
get destroyed by him, so that's the reason I fold. I know he calls. He called every time. But I was afraid to play back at him. Let's put it that way.
You should raise here.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's an open, but I think it's lower. Like when you have the big stack, the other big stack directly to your left, you kind of can't be opening. It's crazy.
Oh
Yeah, you put in
Yeah,
different spots
Yeah,
all
but
the way.
ace nine is a pretty high up in our range.
Yeah, I agree.
What are
Yeah, if you
gonna
fold
do
ace 10,
here?
I'd smack you though.
I'm afraid to press forward.
I mean,
You gotta-
if you want
you
to
gotta
fold
bet-
eight, yeah.
You got to bet the 6 here.
I'm really afraid to press the forward.
I think I jam.
Oh my God.
Let's gamble.
You can.
Honestly, if you jam here into 45 big blinds, this is just like you don't like money.
He's capped. He only called. I absolutely jammed him.
Yeah, but this is just.
I mean, what's
totally
the matter with jamming here?
Because
see a problem.
if you lose 50 big blinds, where there's 20 big blinds and 50.
Yeah, but
big
he
blinds,
can't-
Are we
Yeah,
raise
but-
folding
but
though?
if I call, I'm out of position against two players. That's the problem, huh? I should
Yeah,
I mean,
I actually kind of think raise fold isn't like terrible here because what's he if you raise here not all in, what's he gonna jam with, right?
True.
Yeah, I think
There's
you
only
could
call
four
it.
bet.
And
I
then we
think
can
you
always
four
call the
bet
13
fold.
big blind.
least
and we
I have
can
to
always
bet,
call
I
the
think.
13 big blind shove.
I don't know if
I
I
would
do.
just call or min raising. 11 bigs.
I would min raise. I'd raise to a reasonable
Never
squeeze
go
size.
all in here because you're gambling from way too much
I
chips.
don't know if I go all in. Yeah, I do.
I jam
Josh,
100% of the time here.
Josh, you need to go to ICM jail, right?
Jam is
I
fine.
agree with Nick.
Yeah, sure. You guys.
No,
have
but are you
choices.
sure though? You gotta run it to be able to say.
Yeah, I know.
I want to
will,
see
I
because I
did.
think the 45
Call-
stack can't
yeah,
really call
calling doesn't
except
know
for
exactly.
unless he
What-
was trapping. But you
I
block
can't
his
call
traps.
here, I think.
Yeah.
What can he call with that he didn't 3-bet with?
I'm on team jam.
I mean, he should be trapping with aces sometimes. He should
He
be.
should not be. This deep, he should not be.
He's there. No, yeah, I don't think for 45 bigs that he can trap with aces there.
Oh, there's 3 rejam stacks behind. He should be calling with aces sometimes. He should be.
I think your risk premium here is pretty high for this kind of play. Honestly, I think it's pretty high. I'm not sure what is the best play.
I bet you $100 he
It's
folds.
pretty high, yeah, but
just
But
run
yeah,
it,
but he's
'cause he
gonna
can't-
fold. But he's gonna fold to a 13 or 15 big blind raise.
Yeah,
and then if
because
he,
he can't even gamble with like tens or jacks. Like he cannot.
He-
We
he's-
jam
he should
here, he
fold
just
those,
basically cannot call.
you can only call with a better hand or the same hand.
Yeah, he could like his range is basically like queens plus ace king suited. That's it.
Actually, if he has queens, he has to fold to the jam here.
Yeah, you have to fold indeed.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I don't know. I think you accomplish the same thing by 3-betting not all in, but that's just.
So maybe I get the call.
I believe that. I agree with that. We could 4-bet non all in. Yeah, 4-bet non all in.
4-bet. Yeah, because the guy clicked.
Yeah,
that
but
to
if
3-bet.
he jams on us, we cannot call.
Yeah.
I
sure.
think if you raise, you can call with tens of jacks and play in position, which is bad for us.
What do you guys like to do here? Anybody likes to fold?
No, I would never fold here.
I call.
I believe I'm folding here because it's big stack versus big stack and we can just sidestep this one. If we look at our range, Jack 10 suited is gonna do like, it's never gonna be at the top. It's like always the bottom of our range, no matter how we put it. So if we are profitable here with it, it's gonna be like really close to 0. And given we have ICM, given it's big stack against big stack, maybe we could think about folding sometimes. I like folding here.
I'm calling all my suited broadways
Yeah, I'm
here.
calling, but we're playing this super cautiously, and if any serious money goes in the pot, even now, like this
Yeah,
is even dicey now, right?
I fold, I think.
I think it's easy fold.
Yeah.
I think you have to call one street. Yeah.
No, oh, yeah, I think I should have folded.
Well,
it.
I mean, the problem is that he bet 3/4 pot into 2 players. Well, now you almost have to.
There you
call
go.
it.
Yeah,
well-
yes, it's said.
Yep.
I should have folded, I think, on the flop.
I agree.
I think I prefer to just sidestep from pre-flop.
Yeah, I don't mind the call pre-flop, but
Yeah.
flop I have to fold.
Yeah,
What
because
if
You're gonna fold on the flop with top pair. Why not just fold pre?
yeah, for
Because there's a
sure.
lot better flops that aren't.
Well,
10s
it's
and
top
9s.
pair on a connected board there. It's different board texture.
Yeah, I still think if you're
this
gonna
one-
call there, you have to call that, and then
No, the
So
small stack
if
is
it was the
betting
rainbow
big
flop,
into
are we
two
defending?
players.
Are
What
we still
turns are we
calling
happy
if
to
it's a
see?
rainbow flop?
Name a turn we're happy to see.
low breaks, or potentially honestly, like
I like that
Just
flop,
random,
but
like, king.
he's betting big into two
When you're
players.
struggling to find good turns for you, you should probably just fold.
What are you doing, Josh?
Okay, so I think this can open, but I
think I
don't
do.
think it's that big a mistake. Like you make money by folding. Like there's a freaking 8 big blind stack, a 13 big blind stack, a 12 big blind stack.
I should open that, but
And yeah, those 2 big stacks have position on him.
I go all in. No. I hope
No.
not. No,
Yeah,
it's
Joe-
no, too deep to go all in.
Yeah,
Just
it's too big.
Pre-bet to 8.
Oh no, I should 3-bet, I think.
I think we should 3-bet to like 6.5 or 7.
Oh, 7 or 8, I think.
Seven's fine. 3.5x is fine here.
So we just call. I think we need to call once.
I also think flatting is fine as well. For the record.
Yeah, I'd
Not
like
a
it with
big,
I'd like it
mismatch,
with a
I
suit. I'd like it to call with our suiteds and 3-bet our offsuits just because they play worse post.
Yeah, I also think that's the difference between ace king and ace queen there, right? Ace king's gonna want a 3-bet. Put more pressure on the guy
Oh,
with the short
God.
stacks.
This
I
is a
think I
weird
fold
spot.
now.
If we call here, we're making ourselves a small winner. Well, it depends, because if ace high is ever good, we have we can call. Because we have
The
3 aces, 3 queens, and then 4 tens. That makes it
Yeah,
10
but-
times 2, 20%. But if we're offered 21% pot odds. But if ace high is ever good, we're gonna be like winning more than 21% of the time. So we
Yeah.
have the price. if
Alright,
we're
right.
good,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
I
to
don't
call
think
here.
we could fold here.
But it's close. If your opponent does not bluff enough, it's really close.
I think it's fine. I think he used that sizing to check the river.
Check, check, okay.
Yeah, that felt like a cheap showdown buy bet.
Think you should limp here.
True.
That's why I don't like using that sizing.
Nap fold.
Nasty.
Problem is you're like always flipping here and you don't want to flip.
Alright, we take this one home.
I think for 10 bigs, it's fine.
Yeah, it's
You
close.
don't want to flip. That was a shorter stack though, right? I
Yeah,
think
there was a big stack behind me. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, there's still someone left to act though.
Yeah, but once you
I
call,
raised.
they're not just not gonna go crazy.
I think the cutoff is also jamming a lot of smaller pairs than 9s. as
Am I the only one thinking nines
And
is
he
the
could
easy
jam
fold
ace
there?
6 and ace 8. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
yeah, I should open that,
Like-
but
Pairs are bad at a final table.
yeah,
But you're in late position versus
Oh,
late position with
you
10
just-
bigs.
you just folded a set.
no, we didn't. I didn't.
Well,
flop
That
a
wasn't you didn't have twos in that one when you folded?
set. I didn't flop a set.
Louis, can you run the 9s hand in HRC?
What do you think we should do?
Call.
Yeah, I
think it's
think-
an easy fold.
I don't think it's an easy fold.
I don't
Why
think
do
it's
you
I don't think
it's
it
close.
I think this is probably this might be
I-
one of the
you-
worst
you
hands we
wanna-
call here.
You want to tick him out. It's not gonna hurt us. We call here,
It
we still
does-
have 40.
If you know you're
Unless-
flipping, do you call?
Yes, I'll
Yeah.
call.
I
Because
think
he's
that's a
jamming
mistake at a
sevens
final
and
table.
eights. He's jamming sevens and eights.
And probably also
And
ace 8
sixes.
and ace 6.
Yeah, and sixes. Fives.
But
He's jamming
way
those.
more he has way more combos of overs than of under pairs, right?
True.
10 jack suited, queen 10 suited, king 10 suited, ace 10, ace king, ace queen, ace jack, blah 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 blah.
Well,
Not a
What
big
if-
favorite.
Run it. Just run it. I believe this is a call.
I think it's
Like-
close.
Even
I mean-
eights is a call. I think sevens gets close.
Nick, do you think 10s is a call?
what do we
10's
want
is
to?
really close. Yeah, I think 10's is probably a call. So 9's is close.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
mean.
I think eights is probably our fringe because if we think this guy is jamming anywhere near like reasonably, he's gonna have even stuff as bad as like some like
Then the
suited
final
ace
table,
X.
I mean,
Even at the final table. And also we don't
This
we don't know. It's a $15 tournament. We don't know
I
how
put it on,
good these
ICM
players
and-
are, like who are
it's
like
also like for what it's worth, if the big stack wasn't behind us, I don't mind 9's as a call too. But
Yeah, that I agree. I raised because of the big stack, saying
the big stack gets to
I
jam
don't
on
hope
us
that
a
you
good
go all
bit.
in.
Like
I would have to
here's
fold.
like ace jack, he gets to jam. I think ace 10 gets to jam. King queen suited probably gets to jam.
Any
we
normal
just
Yeah,
can't
but I
call.
don't see people
layouts,
jamming anything less than ace queen though. That's, I think he's no reason, he has no reason to jam on us because our
Because
calling range
yeah, he
is
does.
already strong.
I jam there because Josh can't call with anything.
True.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Yeah, but he's not
gonna be able to
incentivized
jam a
because we called already. He wanted the other guy to be out too, so he gets a pay jump. So unless he really wakes up with a real hand, I don't see
I
people
disagree.
like going crazy with ace five.
And he can put a lot of pressure, but I
Yeah,
don't think he should.
Good players get the squeeze there. If he's
Yeah,
bad,
but-
okay, but
true.
I don't assume my players are bad.
Yeah, but he shouldn't raise a lot there.
Wait, so if the player who's jamming is good, are we calling more or less?
I'm talking about the big stack behind us. He gets to jam a lot.
He's saying that if we just flat here, he's going to make a play. I don't agree because when he jams 10, 11 bigs, that's a lot of chips. It's not like he's jamming 5 bigs. I would be more worried if he was jamming like 5 or 6 bigs and we just flat there. We
This
might
is small
make a
stack, huh?
play with.
He doesn't have a lot of ICM pressure. He's a small stack.
The big stack gets to jam on us a ton. I like, I don't know, 15%
No, because
of the time.
he's
10%.
crippled if he loses, so he can't jam anything.
But the problem is we can't call anything.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we can't. If he
yeah,
jams, we can't call seriously. But
yeah, but I think we should fold 9-9s maybe there. That's true, but we are pretty tight there, so we can call with kings, aces, ace king.
I think ace king
Suited.
probably fold in that
Ace king
spot.
suited, maybe ace king off
Yeah.
not.
I mean, I don't know. I still think this is okay, but I agree. It's probably it's probably at the bottom of our range. I don't like the click back raise though. I would rather just flat there.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, I
still.
would rather
Okay,
just
but
flat.
I don't think that's good indeed. That's just me. I do that
yeah,
a
I'd
lot.
rather just flat because he's already jamming like 10.5 bigs. That's big enough. I don't think people are gonna
Yeah.
make a play behind.
Yeah, I think 8s are, yeah, 9s are.
It's better to click it back.
Yeah, it's more profitable to click it back here.
Oh, I'm good.
Wow, good job.
First time you played well at the final table or at ICM.
What does the big stack get to jam on us with?
Yeah, go look at that. So 7s get close, right? Yeah.
Sevens can't click back.
Ace 10 off. I mean, that's
You can't jam ace king.
yeah, like
Just jam.
doesn't really get to make a play at us much at all.
That's what I mean. He can't play back because we have a big stack.
And he has no reason to because
So if we just call there, what does he get to play back at us with?
Similar. Yeah.
Is it
I
similar or is
think
it?
I think it's a similar thing.
Yeah, I mean, so my point is that like you achieve the same benefit by clicking,
similar
by
benefit.
calling
It's not
a
the
similar
same.
benefit.
Like either way, if you call here and he jams, you need to fold. If you click here and he jams, you need to fold. You need to fold.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I need to fold indeed. It's true.
Yeah, either way. So I think flatting here, you just save yourself some chip just in case he wakes up with a hand.
Yeah. If I don't jam, if I call,
I mean-
he can call me.
I don't think he's gonna call
What?
10 bigs
He's
there.
not
like
gonna
we're
call
all-
10 bigs. If he has like king queen suited here, it's not even a call with 10 bigs. No way in hell he could call there.
I mean, if it was 5 bigs,
You can
5 or
call
6
ace
bigs,
king.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
it was.
sure.
It was.
With
Yeah,
ace
it was.
king.
If the guy jammed like 5 or 6 bigs, then I think I would click it. But that's like 10, 11 bigs. That's plenty big.
But he can call with, for instance, ace king, ace queen.
Yeah, he can't.
Because I
call
raise it, he can't.
What do you guys think
Jamming
is the
seems
best?
fun.
player?
And it's close, so it's just a
All
matter
in
of
3-bet.
actually. So.
What about just calling?
No,
No?
Did I 3-bet or not?
As a middle stack, I kind of would like to just call.
Jamming. That's
I
bad.
think either call or, I mean, I
That's my
don't think we
ICM
could, I don't
JAIL.
think we could three bet this. Could we, actually, could we three bet this and then
I
fold to
think
a
as long as
four
you
bet?
don't fold, you're fine. I think you can call raise or jam.
I think
Yeah,
this
jamming is bad.
this is absolutely terrible.
It's a call.
I would prefer call or three bet, planning to fold to a four bet.
I like calling here because we can set
And
mine.
we need to call here. I'd
Yeah.
run it in HRC.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you-
really like to call here. This is terrible.
Yeah, true.
Against the
But
hijacks opens though, you don't block his folds with tens, right? Like he's gonna be folding like nines and eights and sevens. So I think this is a good three bet too.
HRC doesn't like it to three bet.
Yeah, I would always just call here.
It's three betting aces, ace king, kings, and then some.
Oh, damn. That's
This
not
is
good.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, that's a bad spot.
Wow.
This is an ICM punt. I already sent that to you.
Yeah, ICM punt, hardcore ICM punt here. Because you should be able to outlast these two players at least. That would have made you what?
Fourth.
$100 more or something like that.
At least. If two guys bust, you get
Yeah.
third. You get $250 more. Double.
No,
your premium.
no. Then I asked last 3 players and not 2.
Yeah.
This is 2, 430.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it would be here. So
190, 200 almost.
$200, Jaws, that you costed yourself with this jam.
Ah, that's not that much.
What do you mean it's not that much? This is
What did,
brutal.
what was the result? I didn't see.
We need
It's
to.
an ICM punt, Louis, but $200
You
is not
jam
much.
40 bigs on the final table and he calls your fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
exactly.
Is it a jam?
No, are you crazy?
No.
This is ICM punt, you
not a
just
jam.
call here.
Yeah,
You jam almost nothing here.
Yeah, you have to be.
Can I
Where's
see
the range?
HRC? I want
Josh.
to see what we're three betting.
Josh, you have to be completely insane to
I
go
am
on
sometimes.
that. For sure.
I don't mind. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but you
I'm
should.
not too
not.
aggressive.
Yeah, but this is not good aggression here. You need to.
I
calm-
know. No.
How about with the 20 big blind stack?
Yeah, then you can jam.
Yeah,
Oh,
one pair's the nuts
Or-
when you have 20 bigs.
Yeah.
40 bigs, that's too much. Well, did we go out on this hand?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
yes. This is what's gonna happen. We punted ICM here. So we are from the small blind. The open is only 2 big blinds. Oh no. What am I gonna do?
So is this a different version of HRC? Because my HRC doesn't have a lot of this stuff.
HRC beta.
Beta, oh. I gotta get that.
For sure, get it while it's free.
It's the last month that it's free probably.
Oh my goodness.
So I read on the forum.
Okay.
So what's new in the beta version?
Post flop simulations.
Okay, that's interesting. In ICM environment.
And yeah, also Chippy V. And you can write scripts, but that's more complex. But
Ooh, I want
you
this.
get raised from the cutoff, yeah. I have it here, Louis.
Okay.
Can you put a non-all-in three bet sizing in there?
Josh,
I have that.
Alright, share the screen, Josh.
This is the simulation. But this is the strategy for the small blind. Green is jamming, so there's only this ones. and red is 3-betting to 7.8.
Yeah, so we are just
And
calling.
tens is an easy call. I mean, it's
Even queens are calling.
Can you make the 3-bet sizing smaller? Like make it 6.
if you have an hour.
Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that a call here is
simulation.
better. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that a call here is better. Like,
Yeah, because we're torching when he shows us like kings.
yeah, especially in this,
With queens, you can.
especially in this small blind with a big stack behind us. Like,
Am I on the right track? Is this the right? Was it cutoff or hijack?
Cutoff it was.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I'm on the
Yeah,
cutoff.
because sometimes we induce action when we flat. The big blind decides to make a play, and then.
Can we change our stack size to 20 bigs
No.
or after an
You have an
hour?
hour.
Okay.
I mean, this is with post-flop simulations. That takes really long.
Yeah.
How come there's a lot of these like 0% in there?
Is this a program like a Pyro or something like
No,
this?
this is the percentages here are for the calling. So 0% calling, 0% calling, 0% calling.
Oh, I see.
The red, if I click on the 3-bet, then you see 100% 3-bet, 100% 3-bet, 69, etc. This is for the jamming.
Tens is just calling big stack against the big stack, even though they open from the cutoff.
Yeah, it's calling, and calling
I
is
would have thought at least it would 3-bet some. But
10% equity.
I mean, I understand. I mean, if we 3-bet and then he 4-bets, we don't like it.
Well, if we 3-bet, 4-bets, we fold, right?
Yeah, we fold.
Yeah, but I do think in practice, maybe we
That's
do
the big
want some
one.
3-bets with hands that don't play well post flop, or we're just gonna lose bunch. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
so some obvious hands that if like we see some aggression, we can fold, because I think if we just flat everything here, feels a little,
we don't flat everything, huh?
but we don't have any 3-bets.
No, we have 3-bets.
Are they all? Oh, we do. No, never
The
mind.
red ones are 3-bets.
Red ones.
We don't
The red
have all
ones.
ins.
No, yeah, we don't. Yeah, no, that
The
makes
red ones
sense.
are 3-bets.
No, we do have 3-bets.
Hey,
Never mind.
how quick is HRC to run like a spot that I had yesterday on the final table? Very simple spot.
It depends if it's a push or fold spot or that you have calling ranges.
It's really short stack. Like, well, it's not very
Then you
short.
can
It's
just
like 7.
put it in any ICM simulation.
Is this a program like Pyro or just like ICM?
It's like ICMizer, but then better and more complex.
Yeah, the HRC is a little bit more complex. I use ICMizer. It's
For
mostly
push fold, you can just choose ICMizer. I mean,
mostly.
Yeah,
push
I'm
and
also
fold.
an ICMizer.
if it's small stacked and you don't have a calling range, then IceMaster is also
No,
perfect.
I think we could have a calling range because the cutoff who open, who's active, has 20 bigs. I have 17 on the
If you
button.
send me the hand, I can run it, but it's not that quick.
And then
Also, Louis can run it or Cap. I mean,
and then the small blind has 22, and then the big blind has 12.
yeah. Wait a minute. I can. What's going on here? Something is wrong.
Okay, guys, I need to go. Good luck. Thank you. for
Hey,
the
thanks a
session.
lot, Maxi.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
That's what he did. Yeah.
That was a nice game overall, Just, but I think you're going to ICM JAIL.
Yeah, especially last time. That's a big ICM punt.
Yeah, you had a couple of ones. You need to be more. Like your chips are worth a lot of money here. So, and you already won them, so you can like sit back a little bit in these kind of spots and see how it develops.
I don't know. Sometimes I think that I play too nitty.
Oh, no.
But this
not
time I
on-
didn't
but
play
we-
nitty.
No, not
If
on the
we
final
if we
test.
had like 15 or 18 bigs there, it's just a simple jam, right?
I think so.
Yeah. What about like if you change your stack to like 25? Like when does it make the cutoff point of flatting?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's around
don't know.
20, honestly, because I think at 20, you wanna continue.
No, I think at 20 you're jamming more because now you can't set mine. With 10s you can set mine. I mean that's, and if a low flop
I think
comes,
I think at 20 you could still set mine because
less because you have ICM pressure.
yeah, but I mean if you're at like 15, 16, 17, it's really, really, really close.
It depends on the other stacks, I think, with 20. With 40, you can for sure, 40 effective, you can for sure set mine.
Alright. Well, I think that was really a nice game. Fun to look at you, Josh. It was, you were really,
He has a
really
lot of
aggressive
chips.
at the end. So that was fun to watch. That was entertaining. Alright, thanks a lot for watching.